Welcome to Learn to Read Thai video tutorial 9 and a special welcome to the new subscribers this week. Today I'm just going to introduce two new Thai consonants. But before I do that, I just want to have a few words about aspirated and unaspirated consonants because it will help with the consonants we're going to do today. So if you look at the English words that I've written, and put your hand over your mouth as you pronounce them. When you say pen, you should feel a little puff of air with the P in pen because it's aspirated. However, on the second syllable of happen, you shouldn't feel the same puff of air because it's unaspirated. And the same thing applies to the T in take and mistake, and the K in king and asking. Now, English, or written English, is quite poor in many respects. And for these different sounds, it uses the same consonant. Written Thai is a lot better in that there are different consonants for aspirated and unaspirated sounds. The official transliteration system tries to take this into account, but it makes a bit of a pig's ear of it. So whoever devised the transliteration system decided that with aspirated consonants, they will be followed by an H. So what you see is PH here and P here, TH here, T here, and KH here, and K here. Now, this gives me a number of problems, and it also gives other people problems. When I see a KH and a K, to me, if a word starts with KH or it starts with K, that's exactly the same. There's no difference. As an English speaker, when I see a TH, I think of the TH in this or the TH in thing. And I've heard this from many other people as well. I was even listening to a Lonely Planet podcast on one occasion, and the guy referred to the area on the opposite side of the river to Bangkok as Thonburi. It has an H because this T is aspirated, but he pronounced the TH as th. You would think that people working for Lonely Planet would know about other countries and other languages, but apparently not. And quite a few people make this mistake. There are also lots of bad jokes in England when Phuket first sort of came on the scene as an international resort. People thought the PH in Phuket was pronounced like an F, and that led to all sorts of bad jokes. My view with transliteration is that there are no correct ways to transliterate. There are only incorrect ways. My tutorials have been online for many years, and occasionally I receive emails saying, "Oh, you've transliterated this wrong." Blah, 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 blah. They're all wrong. Whatever way you do it is wrong. There isn't a right way to do it. If I'm forced to transliterate, I sort of use the methods that I learnt in early books when I was learning to read Thai. The P in the second syllable of happen is kind of in between a B and a P. So I sort of write it BP, but that's not ideal. And the T in mistake is kind of like the sound between a D and a T. If you think of the word sister, it's kind of like between a D and a T. I say either way, the official system and my system or whatever other system, it isn't ideal. The best thing to do is just to try and wean yourself off transliteration completely. Just don't use it. Learn to read Thai and just read the Thai. Don't attempt to follow this useless system of Thai words written in English. It just doesn't work. So in Thai, the aspirated P's, there are a number of aspirated P consonants. And the unaspirated P uses this one. T's, again, there are a number of T consonants. This is not all of them, it's just some. And the unaspirated T is this one. And K's, we've done 2 K consonants already. There are 2 others are now obsolete. And there's another one which we haven't covered yet called Kora Kung. And the unaspirated K is the Gore guy that we've already covered. So we've done this one. So today, all I'm going to look at is the unaspirated T sound and the unaspirated P sound. So as usual, what I'll do, I'll just pick out some words using vowels and consonants that we've covered already, plus these 2, and I'll write them down. I would advise you to just pause the video and just see if you can read the word, because in theory, if you followed all the tutorials so far and you've understood them all, you should be able to read the word. And then I'll get Pom to read them out so that you get the correct pronunciation and the correct tone. The first consonant we're going to do today is called bo blah. This is the unaspirated P. So here's the first word. So we have the bo blah consonant, then the law ling L consonant that we did before. The 2 make a consonant cluster, and then the long R vowel.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that word means fish. The next word, Pom is just writing. Okay, so here we have the bo blah is an initial consonant, the long E vowel written above, and then the gore guy, which is a final consonant, makes an unaspirated K sound.
Beak, beak, beak.
That's the Thai word for wing, as in the wing of a bird. Now for the pronunciation, if you think of the English word peak and the English word beak, this is kind of in between, which is why when I transliterate I use BP. Another English word you can think of is super. So the second syllable of the word super has this kind of unaspirated P sound. Onto the next word. This is a word you'll see a lot, and it's quite useful to know. Okay, the bo blah, the short I vowel, it, and the door deck, which as an initial consonant it's a D, but as a final consonant it has an unreleased T sound.
Bit, bit, bit.
And that's the Thai word to close or closed. So if you go to a shop and you want to see what time it opens and closes, you just look for this word and it will tell you the time. Now, Pom will just add another vowel to the front of that word. And what you should remember is that when you see this Sara A and the Sara it used like this, it makes an sound. So our initial consonant is the po pla, then the and then the final unreleased T consonant.
Bird, bird, bird.
And that's the Thai word for open, the opposite of one we've just had. is a short word for you. Okay, so again, the initial consonant is the paw pla, and then written underneath is the vowel I think we did last week, the long oo sound.
ปูปูปู
And that word means crab. It's a menu you'll see on a lot of Thai menus. In this word, again, the paw pla and the law ling are used as a consonant cluster to make a sort of pl sound. And here we have the sara a used on its own. It's often used in conjunction with other vowels, but this time it's just used on its own.
เปลเปลเปล
I became familiar with this word when we had children. It's like a kind of little hammock for babies to sleep in. Very, very commonly used by Thais. This one's a two-syllable word. Okay, and this one uses both consonants that we've learnt today. So here we have the paw pla and ro rua, the R consonant. They make a consonant cluster, pra. Then the short a sounds, so it's like pra. And here we have the unaspirated T sounds, and underneath the long oo vowel, do. So I get Pom to say that.
ประตูประตูประตู
And that's the Thai word for door. You could combine one of the words that we've just learnt, open or close, and add pratu for door to tell people to open or close the door. Here's another word that might be useful if you're in Thailand. So again, we're using the paw pla law ling consonant cluster to make a like pl sound. I'm going to do this. We've already looked at this letter as the silent consonant, but it has other functions as well, which I'll be doing shortly. In this case, it's used as a vowel, makes like just a sound like an O, English O, and the final consonant is the morma M.
ปลอมปลอมปลอม
And that's the Thai word for fake or counterfeit, which is quite a big problem in Thailand. So if you're looking to buy something, you might want to ask if something is fake, kong plom, or original, kong kong te. Couple more words using this consonant. Okay, Pom's just going to change that word slightly. So she's just added the first tone mark, and she's taken off the morma M final consonant and added the Y final consonant. And this is like an OY, which it functions exactly the same as it does in English.
ปล่อยปล่อยปล่อย
So when you see an OY in English, it's oi, and it's the same thing in Thai. And this is the Thai word to free, or to release, to set free. And one more word. And this word actually brings back quite a lot of bad memories for me. Okay, so here you see a word that looks as if it doesn't have any vowels. It's just all consonants. But as you should remember, the war wan W consonant, when it's written in between consonants, it acts like a vowel. It makes an ua sound. So we've got the paw pla law ling consonant cluster, the bl, then the ua war wan, and then the gorgai, which acts as a, and when it's a final consonant, it's like an unreleased K sound.
ปลวกปลวกปลวก
That's the Thai word for termite, and I had a rather bad termite problem in my house a few years ago. Let's move on to the next new consonant we're going to learn today, the to tau. This is the unaspirated T sound. So if you remember from a previous tutorial, when you see a sara A and a sara R surrounding a consonant, it makes an ow sound. And here we have the initial to tau initial consonant.
Tau, tau, tau.
That's the Thai word for turtle, and that's actually the name of this consonant. So move on to the next word. So Pom's going to leave the initial consonant there. And here we have the long oo vowel written below the consonant, which I think we did last week, and a tone mark.
Tu, tu, tu.
This is a Thai word that has lots of different meanings. It's basically cupboard, cabinet, or closet. So if we add a word that we did previously, hopefully you remember this one. Okay, so a sara A and this symbol just makes like an E sound in English. The initial consonant is Y and the final consonant is N, so it's yen. So it's something like tu yen.
Tu yen, tu yen, tu yen.
So yen is the Thai word for cold, and a cold cupboard is the Thai word for fridge. So Pom's just going to modify that again slightly. Unfortunately, this word uses some consonants that we haven't done yet. But this is the Thai word for clothes. So a cupboard for clothes is basically a wardrobe.
ตู้เสื้อผ้า ตู้เสื้อผ้า ตู้เสื้อผ้า
On to the next word. So here we have the to tau initial consonant and the long E vowel.
ตี ตี ตี
This word means to beat or to strike or to hit. It's also used when telling the time. Thais use the 6-hour clock, and I'll probably cover time in a future tutorial. Okay, so now on to the next word. As I said before, it's probably a good idea after Pom's written the word just to pause the video and see if you can read the word before we give the explanation. So for this word, we have the dordek initial consonant, then a nonu n consonant, so it's a D and an N, and there's no written vowel, so we have to add an O in the middle. So we have like a D and an N, and we've got to add an O, so that's don. Then we've got the to tau here, plus rua, the R sound, which makes a consonant cluster. It's like a D, T, and an R. And when we have consonant clusters, if a vowel is written above or below, it's written above the second consonant in the cluster. So I'll get Pom to say that for you.
ดนตรี ดนตรี ดนตรี
And that's the Thai word for music. And the next word. Okay, the to tau initial consonant, the short I vowel written above, and dordek as a final consonant, which makes an unreleased T sound.
ติด ติด ติด
This is the Thai word to stick or to get stuck, and it's used in a lot of idioms as well. Next word. Again, the to tau and the ro rua, the R sound, is used in the consonant cluster, so that makes a sort of tr sound, and then the long R vowel.
Tra, tra, tra.
This is the Thai word for brand, and you will see it written on a lot of products. It will be this word followed by the name of the brand. On to the next word. Okay, again, the Sara A and this symbol just makes an English E. The to tau initial consonant and the morma M final consonant.
เต็ม เต็ม เต็ม
That means full or complete. So when I go to fill my car with petrol at the petrol station, and they ask me how much I want, I normally tell them tem tang, like a full tank. And we'll just do one more. I think you should have the idea by now. So all of these consonants and vowels we've covered already. So in theory, you should be able to read this word. So we have the to tau initial consonant, then the mahanagat, the sounds, the ngongu, the final ng consonant. It's like dang. These two together make an air sound, and then the to tau initial consonant. So there. So I'll get Pom to give you the correct pronunciation.
ตั้งแต่ ตั้งแต่ ตั้งแต่
And that word means since, which is quite a useful word, one I use quite a lot. So I hope it's been useful, and the next tutorial involving two new vowels will be coming soon.